Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpios, for March 2017. So it's for you Scorpios for March 2017. You see, the beginning of the March was quite interesting because the energies were slightly heavier. These heavy energies that were at around the beginning of March did have a different effect on every single sign, but most certainly it did affect every single one of us in a different way or in some way. When it comes to you, the very few days of March weren't that good because this particular energies were quite heavy, which means that in your case it was making you more tired. In your case it was draining your energy out, and when it comes to you guys, it's like when you work and when you do things, you know, when you try to give 100%, you're simply unable to do so because you just don't feel 100%. If you don't feel like 100%, sometimes it's very difficult to give 100%, and in your case these energies were kind of making you tired and having a negative impact on you. Well, the good thing is that these energies are about to go. These energies will be completely gone by the 15th of March. Then after that point, it is just going to feel completely different. Just think of a yin-yang. I did say to someone before, just think as in a yin-yang. You see, this is what you have this month, literally. And sometimes it's really good because when this balance of energy happens, like from one type of energies to another type of energy within 1 month like this, just so abruptly, it actually means that you're also going to have a very big message out of this at around the 15th of March 2017, and this particular message is going to come in a sense of what do you want to do in your life. You see, there were a lot that you were thinking about, there was a lot that you wanted to do, there was a lot that you were focusing on, there was a lot that you had in a plan to do, like for example with your life, anything that you want to do next, like when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, or when it comes to your life in general. And when it comes to these particular energies, when they're attached to our sign like this, like at the beginning of the month, what they do is they just kind of like slow us down, and they're just sucking our energies like as quite a lot. And when that happens, then as I said, it's just that we are unable to actually act the way we would want to act in general. But it's not only about that, we're unable to see the whole clear picture. It kind of slows you down a little bit. It's kind of slows you down a little bit, okay? And what I was going to say is that when it comes to your health, for example, I think it's really important to say also that you have to watch your digestion system. Your digestive system is going to be quite sensitive. Your stomach is going to be quite sensitive, which means that you have to like really watch what you eat. You're going to have to like kind of try to avoid chemicals. Chemicals are so nasty. So that's why I would highly suggest, especially when you're so sensitive when it comes to your digestion, when it comes to your stomach, and I feel like this is going to be the case throughout March 2017. I would highly suggest just to try to stick to as healthy food as possible. Try to avoid chemicals, try to avoid sugar, try to avoid any like unnatural food. Try to stay away from like a fake sugars like aspartame and all these nasty chemicals, but because they're really bad for you. And especially when you're having such a digestion problems or stomach problems, when you feel so sensitive, it's very important to get all this food right. I'm not saying you're not eating healthy, I'm not saying you're not healthy, but I'm just saying in a case if you are not, just to pay attention to what you eat. Just be as healthy as possible. Okay, and I would also really highly suggest to you as well to get like a little echinacea and the golden seal. It's something that you will really benefit from or benefit of throughout this month, and especially when it comes to sensitivities like a stomach and digestion. And you see, when it comes to you guys, I'm not saying that you have this all the time, but you are normally sensitive when it comes to that particular area like digestion and diet. So that's why I would strictly recommend to get echinacea and golden golden seal. Okay, these are two different type of herbs. Okay, echinacea, it's absolutely brilliant. I spoke about echinacea before, this particular natural herb, and I would highly suggest and recommend this to everybody. Echinacea is a natural herb which has got the ability to boost your immune system by increasing the white cells count in your body. Okay, when it comes to golden seal is like a little natural antibiotic, and it's very good and very beneficial when it comes to stomach, when it comes to digestion, and it's very gentle. So this is the combination of two that I would highly recommend you to get. But please don't get me wrong. If you are, I mean, these are natural herbs, of course, completely natural, and I would highly recommend to get it in the liquid form, because liquid form is much gentler for the system and it gets absorbed much quicker, and therefore it works much quicker. But what I was going to say, these are 100% natural herbs, but if you are on any other medications from your doctor, from your GP, I highly recommend you to actually go to ask your GP whether this particular herbs could actually interact with your existing medications. Very important to say this. And let me just say that echinacea and golden seal, you can get this liquid like in maybe two separate liquids, or sometimes I think you can get it in one as well, in one little bottle, these two liquids mixed up. However you get it, I would highly suggest to get it in liquid form, and then you take it with a little bit of water, and then you drink this on a daily basis. When it comes to herbs and when it comes to natural supplements, you take it like basically every now and then. You don't take it every day forever. You need to have breaks. Okay, so I would suggest to take it for 6 weeks, then have a 2 weeks break, then take it for 6 weeks again, then have a 2 weeks break, and then you can have a longer break, and then every now and then, you see. And the reason why it's important to have a breaks while we are taking the herbal supplements is because these are natural supplements, and our body can get used to it if we take it every day like forever, and then it just it wouldn't work anymore. So in order for our body not to get used to it, this is why you should have a little breaks like this. And this is what I would highly suggest to you to actually get. It's brilliant. So it's not only going to boost your immune system, but it's going to be very good to boost your immune system when it comes to your stomach and when it comes to your tummy area. Very important indeed, because you Scorpio are normally sensitive when it comes to your food and when it comes to your diet and when it comes to your stomach in general. Now, okay, there is a certain family member that is also going to need your help. There's a certain family member is going through really difficult times at the moment, and I'm keep on seeing this, and it's just absolutely crazy. So it is just someone has been having a very difficult time lately. Somebody who has been having lots of negative energy. This is a female person. This is somebody who is like your family member. Somebody who is just not really happy. Somebody who is just has got some kind of money problem, financial difficulties. But it's not only about that. I think personally, this person is like really troubled. So this person is really going to need your help, because I think as we speak, this particular person is being hurt by someone. As I said, don't get me wrong, this could be like a family member, and I'm keep on saying this. Sometimes it's very difficult to actually see the difference in between the family member or somebody who is actually been in our lives for really long time. They become like a family members anyway. So it could be a friend of yours, but just remember that this particular person has got like a little bit of negative energies attached to them, unfortunately, and sometimes people do. Negative energy, when negative energy is attached to people, there could be lots of different reasons why. It could be connected to their past life, something that they've done in a past life, so they carry on with this life. It could be something to do with their particular spiritual journey, or it could be something that they are doing maybe wrong in this life, like maybe they keep on repeating doing wrong things, and maybe they keep on hurting someone, and maybe this energy is bouncing back at them and just creating all this negative energy in return. It all depends why this person is having negative energies. But when people are having a negative energies attached to them, we know normally who they are, because you normally describe them like oh, you know, she's got always all these bad things happening, you know, now her boyfriend left her, now tomorrow she had this, now day after that she had that, and then she had this, and then she had that, and it's just all, and then she was robbed, and this and that, you know, it's just, when it happens like such a so many negative things to such a to someone in such a short period of time, this is what it means. It's either one of these things. It's either to do with her past, or it's either they're doing something wrong. But it's very, very good to make sure that this person is protected, and it really depends. Sometimes people can't even help it, you see, especially if it's to do with the past life, with the karmically, with the past life. Sometimes people can't even help, and it can be very difficult. But there are ways to help these people. You see, there are ways to help these people, and I think that that person really loves you. You love that person. That means that person means to you a lot. You mean a lot to that person, and vice versa. You see, and that's why I would highly suggest to get them like maybe black tourmaline or even a hematite. You see, hematite like bracelet. You see. It's very, very beneficial, and it's very important when it comes to like a negative energies and to protect us from negative energies as well. But also it's like a hematite, and also I would highly suggest maybe to get them like a black tourmaline pendant. You see, black tourmaline pendant, okay, so they can carry this around their neck. So any energies that is around them, any energy that they can easily absorb, you see, this can actually help them to protect them from all sorts of negative energy, and this is a must, really. I mean, you can get black tourmaline like in a little rock like this and keep it at home to give to that person, but I would highly suggest something what they can wear on them all the time. Very, very important, but it does happen. It does happen. As I said, if it's to do with the past life, you know, it's really, really difficult sometimes to combat this. So we use like things like crystals. Very, very important indeed. Okay. On another hand, what I was going to say, you see, the first part, as I said, the first part of March wasn't as brilliant because your energy was drained. You didn't feel like you had enough energy, and then when the energy is drained, you can't see the whole picture. You can't see the real picture, and then when you can't see the real picture about your life, then it kind of like just makes you feel really, really tired. It makes you feel really negative, not necessarily depressed or anything like that, but I just know that the energies were very, very heavy at the beginning of the month. Okay, and it's not only you that you felt this, lots of other signs have felt this but as I said, we're all affected by it in a different way. But when it comes to you, it came to the tiredness, and it came to not being able to see the clear picture. But this is about to absolutely stop now. I will tell you now, there is I'm gonna say something that first, that there is someone that you're gonna be disappointed about at work. You see, it's either at your work, or it's either whatever you do, you know, if you are working, there is somebody, if you're working, sorry, or if you're going to college, if you're going to university, if you're retired, for example, wherever you go on daily basis, wherever you go on weekly basis, where you go to socialize with people, it all depends. But there is someone that I just need you to be very, very careful about. There is somebody that is just, again, I know I said it before, but I do want to let you know that you will be disappointed by somebody. So somebody will seem very ignorant to you, and you will be disappointed by somebody's action, and you will not be able to understand why is this person so shallow. And what I can say here is that you will have a very good and important message. You see, very important message, and you will kind of like actually this is going to seem like a very spiritual to you, because you're gonna have to look at the whole picture. You will look at the whole picture. What exactly happened with this person? How do you know this person? And why did you get a feeling about this person that is a very, very ignorant, very shallow? Okay, and you will be very, very disappointed. This person is going to do something, and you're just not going to be able to believe that they've done something like that to someone else. For example, when ignorance, that's what you're gonna feel about this person. That's the energy about this person, ignorance, and you're not gonna like it. But to you, this is actually going to be a really important, and it's going to be really important and powerful learning curve here. You see, you're gonna learn something very beneficial, because after the, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but after this point, and I would say it around the 16th of March, this is going to happen. Around the 16th of March, there is actually going to, there is some message, some information is going to come to you, and that particular information that's going to come to you, it's just going to be connected with what you do, or with what you want to do, and then after that, even more, what you want to do next. Remember, the first part of March, everything was like kind of murky, a little bit murky, you see, so this energy just makes everything murky, so you're like walking, there's shadows shadows everywhere, there's a fog everywhere, it's murky. You're fine, you're doing great, but it's just murky, murky, murky. And you need to see beyond that murkiness. You need to see beyond that fog. And this is what happened with you, Scorpio. You weren't able to see beyond that fog, and it just makes you automatically tired and that you can't be bothered to do much. You see, thank God that this is not lasting for too long. Thank God. As I said, this was just like in the first like 10 days of March, which is not going to last long anyway. And as I said, after that point, after you get disappointed from this particular person or about this particular person, there is this information that is going to come to you. And then after that point, you are going to actually be able to see things crystal clear. You're actually going to get this information about what you want to do about your past, present, and not past and present, sorry, what you want to do about your future in your future. And this is actually going to be big. This is actually going to be really good information. You see, this information is also going to be connected with somebody, through somebody who's your friend. There could be even more friends here. There could be up to 3 friends. I see friend, I see friend. So this message, this information is going to be connected with your friends. What I was going to say, people who means to you a lot. This could be family members as well, but it's the people who you get on with and people who mean to you a lot, okay? On another hand, I do see you actually spending more time with your friends. This is a very important month also. This is especially towards the end of the month. You will feel very nostalgic. You will feel like you want to spend the time with people. You will feel like you want to spend the time with your friends. You will suddenly feel like you want to spend the time with your people from your childhood. You will want to be with people from your childhood. You will want to be with people who you knew for a really, really long time, you see. And this is also going to be very, very enhanced at around the end of March. And I can see you spending a time with your friends. And this is going to be very, very important for you. Very, very important for you, because friends are important to you. People are important to you. People are important in your life. And that's why I'm saying that through my important message here is that through your friends, you will get the message about that clear picture of about your life. And this is going to be very big. This is going to be very powerful. This is why I keep on saying why 2017 is going to be so important, and why the 2017 is so different. It's because of that number 7 in the end. Number 7 is probably the most spiritual and the most powerful number ever. It is just so powerful, which means now is the time of changes. Now whatever we do is just going to go really, really long way. But when it comes to you, Scorpio, you know, now it's your time. You had enough of like things that you didn't, you know, that negative things and things like that. Now it's your time. Now is the time of waking up. Now it's the time to start doing these things that are completely on your mind, in the back of your mind, these changes, but you were just waiting for the right time. Career, work, finances, all these things are about to shake up. All these things are about to come up, and you're gonna absolutely love it. But just remember what I said, it is going to come through your friends. It is this particular information, this particular big picture about your future and about what you want to do. It's going to come through your friends, and it's going to be brilliant. You're going to absolutely love it, okay? Because after that point, you're going to get a whole picture. You're going to get a clear picture of what you want to do. You will just start thinking about certain things about your future that you wouldn't even be able to think about now until that happened. It needs to happen, you see? You need to go through all these things. You need to get to the other side of that particular fog, and then you will see exactly what I mean, okay? Also, what I was going to say, it just seems like you will get the whole control over the situation when it comes to the 15th and the 16th and the 17th, 15th and the 16th of March and the 17th of March. These are going to be the key, well, not the key dates. I wouldn't say the key dates, but this is going to be very important dates, because you're going to start feeling now that you are getting control over this whole situation. You're going to feel like you're getting courage back, and you're going to feel like you got all the energy back. And when you feel all these things mixed up, this is a fantastic, bombastic situation. And especially when it comes to you guys, you see, you're very, very powerful signs indeed. You're very powerful signs. You can just sit down and you can look at people without talking, and you can talk to them. They can get you straight away how powerful you are indeed. Okay, and that's what I'm saying, that this particular control over situation that you're gonna have, it's going to be absolutely mind blowing. Okay, when it comes to the end of month, you see, I wouldn't go to start new things, new projects or anything like that at the end of month. At the end of March, this is going to be the time of realization, the time when you're going to get a new picture, clear picture, is what I said so far. But also I would like to say, if there are big contracts that you want to sign, or if there is anything important that you want to sign, anything to sign that's important, don't do it in March, don't do it this month, do it next month. April is going to be different, but March it is not going to be good to start new things. Anything that you want to sign, please just wait a little bit longer. If you're a Scorpio, wait a little bit longer, because it is not going to be a good time. Because if you sign a contract or a deal or something like that in March, especially at the end of March, it is going to be very slow and it is not going to develop how you would want to be developed. And this, you can take this signing, you can take like, you can take anything for this. Like, for example, it can be as in job, it can be as in career, you can talk about career, you can go for jobs and things like that, but just don't sign anything, don't start anything this month or at the end of the month. Next month will be completely different. This is my point, okay? You can start talking about it, planning about it and things like that, but just don't start anything literally on the paper. Very, very important. Because if you do, it's just going to develop in a slightly longer way, because it was just signed at the wrong time, when the energy was not absolutely perfect for it. Okay, on another hand, what else I was going to say is that on 22nd of March is going to be a very important number, because the 22nd March is also something when it comes to negotiations. You see, I'm not talking about signing anything or anything like that, but when it comes to negotiation, the 22nd of March is going to be very good. So if you want to start any kind of negotiations with anybody, don't sign anything this month or anything like that, but for the negotiations or anything like that, to try to find certain things out, 22nd of March is going to be very, very important indeed. 22nd of March is going to be very important indeed. Another important date is going to be on the 25th of March. 25th of March is also going to be very important, because I need you to be careful. Wherever you are on that day, whatever you do on that day, be very careful, because somebody might try to trick you into something. Somebody might try to be a little bit deceptive. Like a little snake in the grass is just going to like come up like that and just check you out a little bit. So be careful on the 25th of March. Yeah, be careful. When I say be careful, don't go out and just like that, but just wherever you are, whatever you do, don't plan anything important, don't sign anything, or don't talk about your personal life or the personal issues or anything like that to people. Just keep certain things to yourself, and then you're going to be fine anyway. Okay. And also, what I was going to say, when it comes to numerology, number 4 is very, very powerful. Number 4 is very enhanced number when it comes to numerology, and it means that it's all about you getting strength, ability, and organization. It's all about the strength, ability, and organization. And when it comes to strength, and when it comes to you guys, this is a lot to do with your energy, with your own personal power, with your personal energies and the personal power that are coming back after the mid-March, what I actually said. So this is going to be very, very important. And on another hand, you're just going to feel like that's it. You're going to feel like that's it. I want to change things. I want to absolutely change things, and I really like this. This is going to be very enhanced. Now it's going to be the time to start thinking how you're going to change things. Do you need to change the flat a little bit? Do you need to change the house a little bit? Do you need to move the furniture? Do you want to move that picture from there over there? Every single movement that you do counts. Every single if you move picture from here to here, it's actually good. It's a good energy to change things about. However you feel like you should do things, however you feel like you should action on this energy that makes you to do and create certain changes. Very, very important. Very, very important. Very powerful when it happens now in the spring. Now with the spring, go with the flow. When everything else is starting up, you are starting up too, Scorpio. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I'm really happy for you indeed. Okay, and another hand, what I was going to say is that when it comes to relationships, when it comes to you guys, when it comes to relationships, then for those of you that are in a relationship, there is some very important thing that you will want to discuss with your partner. There is a very important discussion that I'm seeing. There is something that was bothering you for a really long time, but you maybe didn't discuss. You see, it doesn't have to be super negative, for example, but it could be anything, because I can see you and your partner, husband, wife, sitting down and having a very powerful, very important conversation. And it's important to talk. It's important to discuss things, because when we keep keep certain things to ourselves, or when we keep things to ourselves and we are with our partners, it's not really good. It is good to talk about, and because otherwise people just drift apart. But I do think that there is a certain issue, two issues that you will have to discuss with your partner. This is what I'm saying, couple of issues that you will discuss, and then it's going to be fine. You see, you need to talk, you need to discuss. Sometimes you don't talk, sometimes you keep things to yourself, but when it comes to our partners, husband, wives, you see, we have to talk, we have to discuss. So there are two things that you will discuss with your partner. This is what am I saying, and this really needs to happen. This is going to be very, very important to happen indeed. And on another hand, when it comes to those of you that are single, please, I'm saying this second time today, please don't actually, this is not going to be the good time to actually go and find someone. April, I'm keep on saying it's going to be completely different, but when it comes to March, there is someone at the end of March that is going to manifest, and this is strictly for those of you that are single. Somebody at the end of March is going to manifest that is not going to be good for you. This person is going to be very negative. This person is going to be really good looking, very sexy, very attractive. There's everything that's going to be sexy about this person that you're going to like. But I would strictly suggest to stay away. Strictly suggest to stay away from this person, because this particular person is not going to make you happy. Okay? I'm not talking about your boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm not talking about your partner. I'm strictly referring to those of you that are single. Just to stay away from this particular person. You will have an opportunity to actually be in touch with this person. You will have an opportunity to maybe be with this person, to go for dinner, lunch, or whatever. But I would just say to you simply like this: if there is an opportunity to be with somebody at the end of the month, so throughout this month, like for those of you that are single, I would just leave it away, because that particular person is the biggest probably snake in the grass that I can actually say this month, and it is not going to be a good person. It's not a good person, and it's the person that give one appearance, but it's just somebody completely else inside, somebody very dark, somebody very negative, somebody who would make you really unhappy, somebody who would make you really, really unhappy indeed, somebody very decisive, somebody very bad, somebody very negative. So please stay away from any like meeting with like any one night stands or whatever you call them, or any new love interests, throughout this month. April, as I said, is going to be completely different, but just please stay away. If you are single, if somebody comes through to you, this person is not who they are. This person is not who they claim to be. You see, you will sense this. You're very good, Scorpio, like to sense things anyway. You're good to sense like when it's something, oh, I don't think something is right, something is not right, something is not right. You Scorpios are psychic naturally. You see, my ascendant is Scorpio. That's the first time I'm saying my ascendant is Scorpio, so I completely get you. Anyway, so that's what I would tell you now. So please to just stay away from that particular person when that particular situation arises, okay? And I would highly suggest to get like a tiger's eye bracelet. Tiger's eye bracelet is very, very powerful when it comes to protection against evil eye, and this is what I think that you might need throughout March 2017. I think everybody can benefit from this protection against evil eye. You see, tiger's eye, very, very powerful indeed. Okay. And that's it basically. I really hope you enjoyed my reading, and also if you haven't subscribed to my channel so far already, please do so, and don't forget to like and share, and if you would like to donate to my channel, you're welcome. Thank you very much for watching. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.